Good evening. As a college-educated immigrant with an engineering degree, I struggled to find any employment. I started questioning my self-worth. It was not until I started volunteering for Church World Service, a local organization, that I was able to make the connections and secure my first professional level job. My name is Amr Al-Fayyad, and I'm honored to stand before you today to introduce my business, Language Beyond Borders, an interpretation and translation service. So what do we seek to address with this business? We seek to address the community need for interpretation and translation. We also seek to help immigrants and refugees to basically rebuild their career here in the US by allowing them the training, their professional connections, and introducing them to the Lancaster employers. So why we think it's needed? In 2016, Lancaster welcomed over 1,000 refugees and entrants. 93% of them have limited English proficiency. Also, 1/3 of the Lancaster population have limited English proficiency. It's the law. Any receiver of federal funding is required by law to provide such services. Most importantly, if you think about our Lancaster community and the impact that the underutilization of college-educated immigrants leave on the economy. Nationally, that costs the US close to $40 billion a year. $40 billion, and imagine that. So how are we gonna solve the problem? We're gonna hire refugees and immigrants at $30 per hour. An interpreter, by only working 10 hours a week, 10 hours a week, can increase their income by 62%. That money can go toward purchasing their first home here in the US, go toward professional development, and also toward education. While meeting the need for interpretation and translation in the community, we're going to introduce those skilled immigrants and refugees to the Lancaster employers, and we allow them to rebuild their career here in the US. So we conducted a feasibility study to have a better understanding of the issues that we're talking about. Feasibility study was done by professionals here in the community, and they were able to identify potential customers for us, reputable organizations that are interested in our services. They were able to identify some market gaps that Language Beyond Borders can meet, and also they gave us insight on competitors and challenges that we have to be aware of. So let's look at our finances to have a better understanding of the business itself. We raised over $7,000 with your support. Thank you very much. Our monthly expenses will be a little bit over $6,000, and we believe that we can break even in 18 months by doing 6 interpretation assignments a day, and that's only 6 interpretation assignments at 50% margin rate. So with the market growth expected to be close to 7.5% in the next 5 years, we hope to bring in, and we project ourselves to be $80,000 in the first year, over $200,000 in the second year, and over $300,000 in the third year. Let's talk about our impact. Over 20 interpreters from the refugee and immigrants community in Lancaster and their families will be benefiting from working with Language Beyond Borders in the first year. Such flexible work opportunity can allow caregivers, mothers, students, and others to benefit and create income and have income for their families. Also, we're going to providing them with meaningful employment while meeting the need for interpretation and translation in our community. As an immigrant, as a social worker who works with immigrants and refugees, and as an interpreter, this struggle is personal to me, and I went through this. And that one opportunity was my saving grace. So with your support, I commit all the profits of this project to support refugees and immigrants for years to come. And with your support, we can make a change. Thank you very much.